The grass has been growing. We've had a fair bit of rain. The heat wave feels like it was a distant memory now. We're back to sort of like, you know, jackets and 17 degrees, which is far more what we're used to for Derbyshire summertime. We are getting the cows in shortly and we're taking a beef cow to the abattoir. It's always like a bit of a sad day when you have to send animals to be slaughtered, but at the same time, if I'm going to eat meat, I would much rather it was meat that I've raised than where I don't know where it's come from. Good morning. It is Friday the 29th of July, so we're nearly at the end of July. Can't believe it. So I thought I'd do a little grass update. We have had some rain in the past week and it has done an incredible amount of good. Like, I'm impressed. The grass is so resilient. So this area, this field here and here behind me has had 2 weeks rest. And they're just getting a little bit bare over the other side, so I think we're going to move them this morning. As you can see, it's sort of like an overcast, gloomy morning. I do think we have got some more showers around. The heat wave feels like it was a distant memory now. We're back to sort of like, you know, jackets and 17 degrees, which is far more what we're used to for Derbyshire summertime. So we are going to get them through now. Good morning. And as you can see, they don't need much encouragement. They were ready to move. I've realised actually how much joy it brings me to be able to move the sheep on and see the sheep or the cattle enjoying fresh pasture. So they've got the head straight down and getting on with eating up that lovely fresh grass. What's happening, Nick?
I'm taking these things out of the way.
So we have got 5 wool bags to take down to about 5 miles away.
Yeah.
So we're just going to load them up and off we go. How heavy are they? I don't have the exact prices for the wool, but I think it is around 40p per kilo for mule wool. And I've got a feeling that when we took the wool down, we were told that we were going to get about £95. And the cost of shearing for us was 140 for labour. Obviously, our time is nothing for that. So it's definitely not a profitable industry, the wool industry for us, but it's something that you do from sort of like a welfare perspective. And we feel that maybe in the long run we should look to see if we can find an alternative route for our wool. In addition, we did get told that our wool bags were far too empty. So for a future year, we know that we need to stuff them a lot more full. We're back at the Highland cows and I've been giving them a few bales of hay every day just to keep them happy. This is small bales because the grass has been slow, particularly for the cattle who like it a bit longer. It's the 3rd of August today and we're going to move the Highland cows. The grass has been growing. We've had a fair bit of rain and it's done wonders for the grass. Here's Nick. So we're just getting ready to move the cows. So if I can, I'll show you how it goes. Sheep can handle very short grass, whereas cows need it a bit longer, and so in here this was getting a bit short for the cows. They're getting into the swing of it now. Highland cows certainly know where they're going. They headed straight for the gate, which takes them into the field that was waiting for them. They know where they're going. So with the grass being quite short, we are moving the sheep all the time. So it's time to move the sheep now from one side back over to the other where the cows were. And this field that they're running through has actually been rested, and you can see there's some nice grass there for the sheep. So they're just finding where they are, looking at their new boundaries, and they're getting their heads down and a bite to eat as the sun is setting. Morning, boys. And last night, as we moved the sheep, we actually picked off a couple of last year's lambs, kept them in the barn overnight. They're just having their last breakfast, because they are going to be slaughtered this week, which I will talk about. Good morning. So today is a bit of a nerve-wracking morning because we are getting the cows in shortly, and we're taking a beef cow to the abattoir. And it's also like a really hot and sunny day again, so we're trying to get sorted fairly early, so that we can get on our way and not have be done by the heat of the day, basically. So we're taking 2 hoggets as well. So they were lambs that were born in April 2021, and they would have been small lambs that we didn't send to the market because they were probably a bit small. So we've had them all winter. And we've gradually throughout the year been sending a couple of lambs here and there. So I think we first sent some in March, and then we must have done some more since March. I can't remember when though. So now it's August, we're sending a couple more, and I think that that's pretty much it. So then it'll be the next wave. We'll hold a few back from this year's lambs to go whenever we think they're ready. So we got the sheep in last night so that we were organised, moved the sheep to fresh grass, picked off the 2 hogs. They're like wethers, so there's nothing else for them other than to be some amazing Dale Farm grass-fed produce. And obviously the cows are a little bit more unpredictable, and we've only got one that's sort of ready to go within this group, so we need it to go right. I'm hoping that it's got all of its ear tags. It's definitely got the big tag. I've done all my paperwork. Everything is about as ready to go as it can be. We just need all the animals to play ball. So I've got my trailer cleaning form, cattle passport, food chain information form, and sheep movement form. So hopefully I've got everything ready to go. So here we go. They want to move. They're ready. Munching through the grass. It's important to keep the cow calm before transport starts. So what we did is put a couple of friends in the shed with the cow so that happens, and then the rest of the cows can go back out in the field, out the way. And as you can see, perhaps in the background, we've got the trailer and truck parked up ready to go. So we just need to bring that down and then load up. So the cows moved fine. That was all really good. And we've obviously kept the one that we want in the shed with a friend, let's say, just to keep them calmer. And so only at the very last minute will we let this cow and calf back up the field, and we'll pop Red, we call him, in the trailer. And I've just checked, he's got 2 ear tags, so that's good.
Keep calm.
You stay back. So the difficult part was getting the cow in. It was actually fine. Then these two boys go in. And I'm taking you with me, showing you a little bit of some lovely Derbyshire scenery as we make the journey from Dale Farm, Great Longston, to Glossop, which is in the High Peak area. We're looking at about a 45 to 50 minute journey, and it is one of the most beautiful drives. My dad would always comment on how beautiful it was and what amazing scenery we're lucky to have around us, and I absolutely agree and share his sentiment. It is fantastic and nice for us to get off the farm and see somewhere a bit different because we don't get out that much. So we've got them away and it was fine, so feeling a sense of relief about that. We are having quite a stressful time with the campsite at the moment. I think it's just because it's summer holidays. There's just the volume of people means there's a wider concentration of things happening that are problematic. So we're not feeling relaxed, we're still feeling a bit stressed. But maybe that's for another... Oh my god, it's so jerky in the truck. So we're just going to enjoy the drive home, enjoy the gorgeous scenery. The heather is out, which is this purple moorland heather. So the heather looks amazing. It's a really sunny day. Yeah, we're just going to enjoy it and head home. So we're back from the abattoir, and my job now is to clean out the trailer, but I've just been to check on the cows because they've moved to a new field. It's very hot, but just checking that they settled in and they seem fine. And yeah, it's always like a bit of a sad day when you have to send animals to be slaughtered, but at the same time, if I'm going to eat meat, I would much rather it was meat that I've raised than where I don't know where it's come from. So for me, knowing that how it's been raised, how it's been treated, and the life that it has led is far more outweighs the sadness of knowing that the animal has reached its last day, and all we can do is give them the best life that we can, minimise the stress, which we have done, and I know that they've had a pretty good life at Dale Farm. So now that they have gone on to the next phase, I think we did everything we could, and I'm looking forward to enjoying the meat because I know that it'll be really, really tasty and delicious and good quality, and that's what all the hard work is all about. So that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll bring you another update very soon. Bye.